Hey, I'm Jusko from ProbableMoney.com. Is Citi getting ready to re-enter the high-end travel credit card game? I think the answer is yes. In this video, I'm going to tell you why I think that and how I think they are going to do it. But first, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So a few weeks back, there was some sort of kind of under-the-radar news that Citi had teamed up with Booking.com for a new Citi travel portal. So if you are a Citi credit card user, you could go and use your Citi thank you points on this new portal, or you could just outright buy your travel. Now, there already was a Citi thank you travel portal to begin with, but this is going to probably, supposedly, be an upgrade from that, where you can book your flights and your car rental and your hotel, all that sort of thing. Hotels in particular sounds like that is going to be an area that is upgraded from the previous experience. Now, this is all supposed to happen sometime in the fourth quarter. It sounds like it might be sooner rather than later, so sometime after October 1st. Now, in order to get people excited and to get them started on actually using this portal, once it opens up, Citi is going to be offering extra points for bookings made with certain Citi credit cards. So if you have the Citi Prestige or you have the Citi Premier card, you will get 10 points per dollar on purchases of hotels and car rentals, not flights, but hotels and car rentals, and there may be some other travel things in there as well where you can get 10 points. And then if you have the Citi Rewards Plus card or you have the Citi Thank You Preferred card, you would get 5 points per dollar on those hotels, car rentals, and maybe miscellaneous travel. Now, if you are someone that follows the credit card industry as closely as I do, and there's no reason to believe that you are, then you would know that the Citi Prestige card and the Citi Thank You Preferred card are actually two credit cards that are no longer offered to new potential card holders. So when we look at these higher point values that you might be able to get, there's actually only two cards out there that you could actually get them from where you could still get the card, those being the Citi Premier and the Citi Rewards Plus, neither of which I would really call a traditional travel rewards credit card, although the Citi Premier card is pretty interesting, especially with its 80,000 point bonus that it has going on as I'm making this video. So they've got to be launching a new higher-end travel credit card, right? I mean, they pulled the Citi Prestige off the market last summer with pretty much no warning, and even before they pulled it off the market, they had sort of watered it down over time to a place where maybe it had lost some of the goodwill it had when it first launched and had some pretty nice features. And while it appeared they had pretty much thrown in the towel against things like the Amex Platinum and the Chase Sapphire cards and the Capital One Venture X, this new travel portal makes me think that maybe they're getting back into it, but they just wanted to scrap the Prestige card altogether so that they could come up with a new formula that worked for them instead of continuing to water down that card and hope that people would feel good about it. Credit card travel portals are all the rage right now, at least with the credit card companies themselves, because they all want a piece of the travel pie, which is why you are seeing these enhanced rewards on travel categories when you go through their travel portals, and why you see things like increased redemption value on things like the Chase Sapphire cards. And then, of course, the Capital One Venture X, when it launched, they sort of went all in. You had a higher end travel credit card, but the big annual travel credit on it, $300 worth, only when you book through their travel portal. And why does that make good sense for them? Because they are getting a kickback, maybe commission is the better word, on all of that travel, because they are essentially acting as a travel agency. So, especially in the hotel game, they're probably getting at least a 10% commission on those bookings. Car rental, probably around the same thing. And if you are sort of a big player, sometimes you can negotiate those commissions even higher. You don't get as much of a commission on airlines, which is why you always see the hotels sort of marketed first when you go to a lot of these travel portals, and why the hotels get pushed sort of more than other things. So they have a reason to send you through their portal and to give you more rewards for it, because they're getting back even more on their end when they act as a travel agent. So connecting all those dots, I expect that Citi is going to launch a new higher-end travel credit card along the same lines of the Capital One Venture X and embrace that portal for both travel credits and travel rewards. Like Capital One, Citi does not have really strong travel transfer partners like Chase and American Express. So that's not their strong suit, but the portal could be. And then of course, like Chase, they could decide to not only offer rewards and credits through the portal, but they also could potentially give you a little boost on your rewards when you redeem through the portal as well. So when they know they are making money off that portal, there's every incentive to send you through it. And then of course, within the last 6 months to a year, Citi has also embraced the idea of a common currency among its credit cards, that being thank you points. So a card like the Citi Double Cash that used to just be straight cash back, that was the only sort of reward you could get, they have converted that to be thank you points that you can still use for cash back, but you also could use it for other things. Perhaps a travel portal where you would combine your points from your Citi Double Cash with a new higher end travel credit card and be able to redeem those through the portal, similar to what Chase has done. Now this is complete conjecture. I don't know anything about Citi's plans. I have no actual evidence. I'm just reading the tea leaves here. And when you think back to what Capital One did right before the Venture X came out, I saw that they were getting into the lounge game, the airport lounge game, and I said, doesn't make sense that you would get into the airport lounge game unless you were about to launch some sort of higher end travel credit card to make that worth it, to make that a big amenity. And as far as Citi's concerned, I don't think it makes sense to launch a new travel portal and try to make a big deal about it if it's just going to be dead in the water with the credit cards you have that really aren't particularly competitive travel credit cards. You have to launch something new to put yourself in the conversation so that anyone would care to go through your portal. So we will see what happens. I thought that Citi was pretty much out of the travel credit card game, especially as they started to beef up their cash back offerings, but maybe seeing the success of the Capital One Venture X and using that portal as a backbone for a new strategy, maybe that inspired them, or maybe they had these plans all along, these plans that of course I'm sort of making up. So we'll see what happens. I would love to hear your thoughts on my theory. Put them in that comment section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching. And as always, please go to proudmoney.com where we do credit card reviews. We talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. If you're not going to leave a comment or you're not going to go to the website, I would like you now to watch this video.